And he looks out and he sees a large glacier and he dives in the water and he swims over to it. And he walks up the glacier and you see him keep walking. He makes his way through the wilderness and finally he's walking through neighborhoods. And he stops at this house and he looks in the driveway and he sees an electric car. And he walks around behind the electric car, and as the gentleman's getting into his electric car, he sees the polar bear behind the car, and the polar bear stands up and hugs him. And I'm like, really?
And you know how they got that to work? He was the 5th actor they had to use in that scene. They had
That's
to
right.
wait till the bear was full.
Yeah.
Before it stopped eating somebody.
You, bear crap number 4.
That's right.
Get in here.
Scariest thing I've ever seen in my life, and I mean this literally. Well, you may have seen this. Was they dropped off some people doing some scientific research north of the Arctic Circle.
Yeah.
And as they were leaving, they saw the polar bears going at full speed, heading towards them. They barely got the helicopter back to pick these people up.
That's right.
Dinner bell.
Talking like 6 full-grown polar bears running, 30, 40 miles an hour. These things.
Polar bear stampede, man.
Look at one of those crunchy people with the creamy center.
That's right. Throw a Coke the other direction and run.
I heard that one had nougat.
Now that's sick.
That's sick. I want you guys to know I've had you on the air.
This is fun.
I love to try and slip that in there.
Tell us a joke.
All right, so I got a joke for you. Okay,
Yes.
here's what happens.
Mother and father.
President Obama goes on one of his apology tours, and so he's over at the court of St. James. I don't know what the hell we're apologizing for over there, but while he's there, he meets Queen Elizabeth. He goes, Your Majesty, I've always noticed how efficiently your government works, how organized your society is. Your policies are always enacted. How do you do this? We just struggle and argue all the time. How is it you get your government to work so well? And she says, well, it's quite simple, Mr. President. You just simply have to surround yourself with the finest people, the brightest, the best people available. I'll show you what I mean. And she goes, Mr. Blair, and Tony Blair says, yes, Your Majesty, what can I do for you? Mr. Blair, your mother and father have a child. The child is neither your brother nor your sister. Who is it? And Tony Blair goes, why, that's easy, Your Majesty. It's me. Thank you, Mr. Blair. And Obama goes, wow, that actually had me stumped for a second. Oh, I get it. Wow, yeah, he is pretty sharp, isn't he? You couldn't fool him up with one of those IQ tests or something. So, no, thank you very much, Your Majesty. So the apology tour is over, and he flies back to the United States, and he calls Joe Biden into his office. It's Joe. And Joe goes, yes, Mr. President. Joe, your mother and father have a child, and the child is neither your brother nor your sister. Who is it? Joe Biden thinks. He says, let me get back to you on this one, okay? So, all right, Joe. So Joe Biden, he goes around and he asks the Secretary of the Treasury, Geithner, I don't know. He asks Hillary Clinton. She goes, no, I'm not really sure. Brother, sister, I'm not really sure. He goes, it's really got him all stumped. So he goes into the executive washroom of the White House, and he's sitting in the stall, and he looks over and he sees Colin Powell's Italian-toed shoes, sticking out of the bottom of the stall. He's a big guy. And Biden goes, Colin, is that you? And Colin goes, yeah, Joe, it's me. He says, Colin, I got a question for you. Nobody seems to know the answer. Colin, your mother and father have a child. The child's not your brother or your sister. Who's the child? And Colin Powell says, Joe, that's easy. It's me. Oh, man. Why didn't I think of this? Thanks, I appreciate it. So Joe Biden goes back and says, Mr. President, I have an answer to your question. And Obama goes, okay, go ahead. Let me hear it. He goes, it's Colin Powell. And President Obama gets up and slaps Joe Biden in the back of the head and says, no, you idiot, it's Tony Blair.
I love that joke.
I love that joke.
That's a great joke.
I'm sorry. I know if you're a Democrat, come on, that's a great joke. I heard jokes on Bush that I had to laugh at too. No, come on, that's a good joke.
You've heard of an Obama bomb, right?
No, what?
It's a drink, like a Jaeger bomb.
No.
It's a 3/4 Jaeger, 1/4 Hope. Everybody gets one and someone else is paying for it. Come on, that's pretty funny too. Yeah.
That's funny right there.
That's
funny right there. Oh, Lord, forgive me I pray for all the pygmies or anything. All right, so we want to have a little outfoxed with Brooke Fox.
Yes.
As we all know, the last time Brooke had outfoxed herself and injured herself.
That's right.
But now, Brooke, what do we got going on over at MUSC?
Were you? Hold on. Were you trying out for Low Country High Roll?
No, I wasn't trying out.
Oh, okay. Are you?
Didn't she elbow that bitch on her left? I kid you not.
Yeah, you should join, man. J block your booty off.
She was carrying a W sticker on there, and she gave him an elbow.
No.
You should.
But what's going on? Tell us.
It's the event. It's on Wednesday, September 15th. This Wednesday. It's called Edupalooza.
Thank you for giving us the date.
Oh.
That's alright. We're gonna erase this.
That's okay. No, we're not. We're going with it. Screw them. Go on.
Edupalooza.
September 15th of next year.
Nice try. Here we go. Edupalooza, and why? Who is that on this card? On this?
Oh, it's
bookmark?
Dr. Stephen T. Colbert, DFA.
Oh my goodness! Yes, he is.
Doctorate of Fine.
We have some posters from Stephen. You'll be giving away, right?
Well, we are raffling off a personalized signed one that he's going to sign for whoever the winner is. So. And you're going to draw the winner's name.
I am?
Yes,
Whoa!
you are.
Well, I hope someone has her name in the hopper.
But anyway, it's an event that kind of highlights the services of the library.
Oh, is it a fundraiser?
No, not really.
No, I mean what we're
there
doing.
will be raffle tickets, won't there?
Yeah, the raffle tickets.
That's for the posters, right?
That's for the poster.
Right.
Yeah. But everything else is just
That's
benefits for
to give
students.
It's really more to educate the students on services available to them,
Sure.
educational opportunities, employment opportunities. That's why I'm covering it as a service to some local school districts and schools for career awareness for the students.
Yeah.
So I'll be covering this and editing it and then bringing it up on TeacherTube. We will not. This is in no way affiliated with CovertRadio.com. We want everything. It's okay. You can watch this. Okay?
Yes.
We'll be really careful and mindful about what we say.
We won't be talking about what people do in MRIs.
No. Oh no. Oh, oh God. We got to tell you about that one later when we're off the air.
Yes.
I don't know why we talked about it when we were on the air the first
When
time,
you're
but we're
actually
talking
off the
about
air.
Edupalooza.
Right.
We're talking about this is something that Brooke Fox is involved in. I'm going to be involved in. We believe in this.
Sure.
And you know what? A lot of kids, when they go to school, don't realize that there are other educational opportunities besides the Citadel, the College of Charleston, Charleston Southern. Some of these, you can go straight into the medical university if you're going to fields like nursing and that sort of thing.
For undergraduate?
For undergraduate degree and radiology technician, things
Yeah,
like that.
What they call the health professions.
The health professions. And let me tell you something, there are jobs for people when they come out of that place.
Yes.
You go to the College of Charleston, you get a degree with philosophy, you might as well put a bone in your nose, get a tattoo, and serve coffee at Starbucks. 'Cause that's where you're going to be working.
That's what Bruce Lee called thinking deep thoughts about being unemployed.
Unemployed. You get out of the medical university, someone's going to give you a good paying job.
With health care and benefits.
Yes, I'm telling you, and it's a great place.
Nice.
I love the medical university, as Brooke will tell you, and Percy can tell you, my family has a long affiliation with the medical university that was recently renewed, and we have a very warm feeling about the medical university.
People are dying to get in there. What?
People are living to get in there.
What?
Oh, by the way, I'd like to, you know what?
What?
Before, I'm going to let you have this last, but before I do, I'd like to take this opportunity, because this is our close. How much time are you going to need? Oh, well, we're going to have to come back.
I'll do a whole
I
segment.
realized we've been on there
Yeah.
for as long as time.
I want to switch
We'll be
places
right
too.
back with CovertRadio.com.
And we